Rickshaw ride. That man by the harbor spitting into the water is as old as China. He is made of leather, and his folded face is like a sandbar. At low tide, will you take a ride on his rickshaw? He will not thank you for your dollar. He knows that to you a dollar does not matter. Off you go with a clatter. Up to Victoria, on up the long hill, past the cathedral to the peak tramp. Pull, pull. He leans to it, his muscles at neck and calf and shoulder, and his dark veins that snake. Take your eyes not what passes by. Let him not break. Something for my sake. For my dollar. You went to Hong Kong, they will say. Did you take a rickshaw? Was it fun? Did he run? Your rickshaw man. Yes, he ran. No, it was not much fun. Summary. John Hill's poem Rickshaw Ride tells the story of his trip in a rickshaw in Hong Kong and the very hard life of the poor Chinese worker pulling it. The poem starts with the old puller by the water. Hill thinks the man looks as old as China itself. Next, he describes the puller's face as thin and wrinkled, like wet sand. He works very hard for just a little money and isn't happy. As the old man struggles to pull the rickshaw up a hill, the poet sees his straining muscles and worries about his health. In the end, the poet says the ride was awful because he couldn't stop thinking about the old man's suffering. The ride was a tough lesson about the man's pain, not a fun experience. The main metaphor in John Hill's rickshaw ride is the comparison of the old rickshaw puller to country of China itself. The poet describes the puller as old, and in the first stanza, he explicitly links the old man's appearance to the country, suggesting that both are old. The puller is not just an individual. He represents the ancient, struggling, and weary spirit of China at that time. His physical frailty, his poverty, and his relentless labor symbolize the hardship, burden, and show movement of a nation struggling and weary spirit of China at that time. His physical frailty, his poverty, and his relentless labor symbolizes the hardship, burden, and slow movement of a nation struggling for survival and progress. The puller carries the weight of the passenger just as the poor carry the economy burden of the country. जोन हिलको कविता रिक्सा यात्रा रिक्सा राइडले हङकङमा उनको रिक्सा यात्राको कथा र त्यो तान्ने गरिब चिनिया कामदारको अत्यन्तै कठिन जीवन बताउँछ। कविता पानीको छेउमा उभिएका बुढा रिक्सा चालकबाट सुरु हुन्छ। हिललाई ती मानिस चीन जतिकै पुरानो देखिएको जस्तै लाग्छ। त्यसपछि उनले ती चालकको अनुहार पातलो र चौरी परेको भिजेको बालुवा जस्तै भएको वर्णन गर्छन्। उनले थोरै पैसाको लागि धेरै कडा परिश्रम गर्छन् र खुसी छैनन्। बुढा मानिसले रिक्सालाई पहाडमाथि तान्न सङ्घर्ष गर्दा कविले उनको कष्ट परेको मांसपेशी देख्छन् र उनको स्वास्थ्यको चिन्ता गर्छन्। अन्त्यमा कवि भन्छन् कि यात्रा डरलाग्दो थियो किनभने उनी बुढा मानिसको पीडा बाहेक अरू केही सोच्न सकेनन्। त्यो यात्रा ती मानिसको दुःखको बारेमा एउटा कठिन पाठ थियो र रमाइलो अनुभव थिएन। जोन हिलको रिक्सा यात्रामा मुख्य रूपक भनेको बुढा रिक्सा चालकको तुलना चीन देशसँग गर्नु हो। कविले चालकलाई बुढो भनेर वर्णन गर्छन् र पहिलो श्लोकमा स्पष्ट रूपमा बुढा मानिसको रूपलाई देशसँग जोड्छन्, जसले दुवै पुरानो भएको सङ्केत गर्छ। ती चालक केवल एक व्यक्ति मात्र होइनन्, उनी त्यस समयको चीनको पुरानो सङ्घर्षरत र थकित भावनालाई प्रतिनिधित्व गर्छन्। उनको शारीरिक कमजोरी, गरिब र उनको अथक श्रमले अस्तित्व र प्रगतिको लागि सङ्घर्ष गरिरहेको राष्ट्रको कठिनाई, बोझ र सुस्त गतिलाई प्रतीक गर्छ। ती चालकले यात्रुको भार बोक्छन् जसरी गरिबहरूले देशको आर्थिक बोझ बोक्छन्।